Hi, and welcome back to It's a Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy, and we are a beauty review channel. We do unboxings, favorites, fails, empties, pan challenges. We just cover a lot on this channel in regards to beauty. If that all sounds interesting to you, I do hope that you will subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, I hope that you'll like it. And so this is my April 2020 empties. I do have them divided by skin, makeup, and hair, and I'm going to do hair first. I do put the timestamps down in the box, so if you do want to skip ahead to a different section, you can. So these were all either decluttered or finished in April, but it does not mean they were started in April. So some of them I've been working on for a long time, or it just took time to finish. I don't know if there's any that were only in April. At least most of them were March and April. So I'm going to start with hair because I don't have a lot of them. So I do have a It's a 10 Miss America Miracle Leave-In product. It does look like this. This is a great leave-in conditioner. I've actually had this for a really long time. It was a trial size I received from like Walmart or something like that. And it works really well. It doesn't leave a film on your hair. Like my hair has it in it right now, and my hair just is left soft and healthy. There's not a film or product left. So that's really nice. This is actually the second one I finished with this. This is the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. So this is like a sealant or a bonding agent that actually helps your hair stay healthy and protect it from damage. So you do use this once or twice a week. You leave it in for 10 minutes and then wash and condition your hair as normal, and it works fantastic, and it adds so much shine to your hair. So that's fantastic. Then I have a Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Smoothing Anti-Frizz Blowout Butter. So this is one that it worked great, but it wasn't anything like spectacular that I would go out of my way to buy, only because there's products that are cheaper that do the exact same thing. So it's definitely not something that I'm dying to have. The Olaplex, for example, I definitely would pay full price for that. It was absolutely fantastic. So one that was an absolute fail is this. I received this in my glossy box. This is the Mane Club, and this is like M-A-N-E. This is Sorry I Can't Hear You Over the Volume of My Hair 5-in-1 Deep Conditioner. This literally did nothing but put a film on my hair. It took me so long to rinse my hair, and then it was like I didn't even use conditioner at all, much less a leave-in treatment. So this is definitely a fail. I'm actually tossing the other one like this in my my donation bin, so I could give it to a shelter that I donate to. And then the last item, I thought that was the last, but I do have one more, is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Triple Detox Shampoo. I thought this worked fantastic. I definitely, if I caught this on sale, would buy it. It really helped just get the buildup off my scalp and help my hair be healthier. It really was enjoyable, and I love the results of my hair. So if we move on to skincare, I do have a couple disposable type items that I wanted to put in here. I do not put all my masks and things like that in my empties, but I just had a few that were worth mentioning. This is the Petrology Rejuvenating Eye Gels. It does look like this. These go on sale at Ulta pretty regularly. This is a sample with just one inside. I actually received this, I want to say it was in one of my boxes. I can't remember which one. This worked fantastic. They really do moisturize your under eye versus just sit. Like some of I feel like these gels just sit there on top and don't really do much to your under eye. This really did moisturize them. And then this one I believe I've talked about before, because this is my third or fourth time receiving this in a box. And this is the Pharmacy Brightening Coconut Gel Sheet Mask. This left my skin feeling fantastic, and it honestly looks really smooth. It just was a really nice mask. One that was a fail for me is the Cocoa Star Rose Lip Mask. I had this on and it literally did absolutely nothing for my skin, or my lips, I mean. And then this is another fail. This is the Kala Rosewater Moisturizing Foot Mask. This did nothing for my feet. It didn't moisturize them. It didn't do anything. I really love the Baby Foot Peeling Mask, is my favorite, but this one just didn't do anything. And then two absolute fails, or something I don't normally buy. These are the wipes. This one's from BoxyCharm. This is the EVO Skin Aura Refreshing Cleansing Hemp Wipes. I think I was literally allergic to this. My skin burned. Even first swatches, my skin burned, so I will not be repurchasing that. And this is one I got for $2 at TJ Maxx. This is Skin Therapy Dragon's Blood Age Regenerating Cleansing Gloss. I use this predominantly for swatches, and my skin did not like it at all. And it had a drier formula. Like, it wasn't moist like the Neutrogena wipes or things like that. So this was a definite fail. One I finished entirely and absolutely loved. Actually, I'm going to do both from this brand at the same time. So this is the First Aid Beauty Radiance pads like this, just come in BoxyCharm. And then this is the Ultra Repair Cream, and this one is in Grapefruit. My husband and I both love these. We buy these in the big tubs now because we both use it for our dry skin. I have eczema and he has dry skin, and so it just really works. This is like a exfoliating pad. It does help to exfoliate, tone, and brighten, it says. These worked fantastic, and I did get the full size half off during the 21 Days of Beauty, so I will continue to use that. I have a couple serums and eye creams here. So this is one that I decluttered. This is the 111 Skin. It's Space Defense Bright Eye Lift Cream. It does look like this. This is so much perfume, my eyes literally watered, so that is a declutter. Another one that's a declutter is that Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle Recoat. I believe I've received this prior as well. I feel like I've done this, like I'm having deja vu. I feel like I've actually decluttered this before, but this was just received not too long ago. I believe in an Ulta box, if I'm not mistaken. This literally is like cream that is grease. It literally feels like you slicked up your face with olive oil, and when you wake up in the morning, it's still there. One that I finished entirely and honestly really loved was the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Phyto Power Infusion. This one felt wonderful on the skin, and it was very calming. Like, that's something with eczema and dry skin I look for, and it really calmed my skin right down. One that I actually had a full size, and now I've done a trial size, and I honestly have like no opinion about it. It went on great, didn't interact with other products, worked great, but I didn't really see any results either, and that is the Ole Henderson. This is the Truth Serum. It just was one that was meh. Didn't really notice much. So one that is finished as far as I can, unless I cut the tube, I can't get this out. And since I hated the product, I'm not going to cut the tube. I'm just ready for it to be gone. This is the Acure Brightening Facial Scrub. It says it's sea kelp and French green clay. And it says it's for all skin types. This I ended up using as a foot scrub because it was like exfoliation was so rough, and it felt like I was tearing my skin apart every time I used it. So I did just finish it as far as I could squeeze any more out, and I was done with this. Another one that I finished entirely is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is a travel size. I believe these are about $10. And this lasted about a month, maybe give or take. And I love this. I pick this up whenever it's on sale. Another body wash is the Soap & Glory Clina Colada. This is the Hydrating Body Wash. We both, and my husband and I both enjoyed this one. It's very moisturizing. It's not drying like a lot of body washes are, so it worked really well, and it smells good too. Two I used entirely also is the Tatcha Water Cream. This is a sample I received from Ipsy. I actually have the full size, and I will be using that one next. And then I also have the Coco Cabana Cream. Again, this is from BoxyCharm. I love these. I pick these up any chance I get. And then one more empty end skincare. This is actually Nail and Cuticle by C&D Solar Oil. I actually improved my nails purely by using solar oil, and it really helped to let my nails grow and not be so, just, what's the word for it? Brittle. Like, they were so brittle, they tore every time I grew them. I had no strength. So I started taking hair and nail vitamins, increasing my protein intake, and using the cuticle oil in between three. My nails are in such better shape. I honestly just, it really did help. And I thought it was like a BS thing that people talked about, but it really does help. And then I have 3 declutters because one, use, and 2, they're old and expired and they're changing their consistency. So the 2 that are expired and changing consistency and scent is the Body Shop's Shea Butter and the Body Shop's Hemp. I love these body creams. I actually had them. I have like a little like storage container next to my bed at my night table that has like lotions and balms and things like that. And I had these in there, and they got covered with new stuff, and I forgot they were there. And when I pulled them out to use them, they both were expired. They have oil on them. They don't smell the same. It just is unfortunate because they're my favorite. So those are decluttered. And then the last skincare item, I'm actually giving this to someone. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to see if it works for them and make sure it's not my skin that's the problem. But this is the Tarte Double Duty for Step Prep. This one, I actually have a ton left, and I've already used a ton. Like, I used this in the spring last year, I believe, or maybe it was summer, but it worked really great. But now I'm trying it, and it turns to oil on my skin, and it just feels like greasy. It's just gross. So I'm going to give it to a friend and see if it's the same for them, and if not, we'll declutter it. But I just want to make sure, because there's so much left, I just want to make sure that that's the situation. So for makeup, I actually had some interesting declutters this time. Interesting in the sense that they do work for other people, and I know that, but it just didn't work for me. So I'm going to start with my declutters first and then do my empties after. I think that'd be the best system. So decluttered, and I did post this on Instagram. I will link my social media in the box below and put it on the screen for you. NYX Born to Glow is a foundation. It's supposed to be radiant. It's light to medium coverage, I believe, and this interacts with every product I put on it. I've tried powders. Every primer it interacts with. I tried doing all cream with no primer. It still interacted with everything I put on it. So I'm not sure if my skin's reacting to it and causing these, if it's the foundation. I have no idea. But this one's in Light Ivory, and I will be giving this to someone else to see if they can use it. Another one I received in BoxyCharm is the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. So this one is a declutter because it literally interacts in like, just separates my foundation with every single one I used. It just does not work at all for me. So another one I'm decluttering that is, I believe, expired. It is Becca Aqualuminous Perfecting Foundation. I bought this in the fall at TJ Maxx, and it was so dark I couldn't use it. And then I ended up buying or getting in gratis a Becca full coverage one, and I actually put those together, and it didn't work with that as well. It just was, I don't know how to explain it. It oxidizes, it turns orange, it's ridiculous. And this is in the shade Fair. I typically am in the middle of the fair to light category. This is in the shade Fair, which typically would be one of the lightest shades. It is so dark. I could never wear it on its own. So that was all my declutters. Now back to my makeup empties. I actually have finished finally, after way too long, the Fenty Beauty. This is the matte one. So this one, I'm not sure it's going to pick up on camera, but it literally doesn't really have anything in the sides or anything. I literally finished pretty much all of it. And this one, if I use the right primer and moisturizer and things like that, I could get a really beautiful glowy look, but I really had to work at it. Whereas the hydrating formula, I can throw it on any primer with any powder and it always works and it doesn't dry me out. So it is more of a satin matte. It's not a glowy foundation, but this one is a true matte and it does look very dry if I'm not careful with how I prep. So I did pan it this year and it is gone finally. So I'm lucky. So I'm happy to have that one finished. I didn't waste the money on that one. Another one that I finished entirely is Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Powder. This is actually the second one that I finished. I finished one in late 2019 as well, and I actually have one currently and a backup because I love this so much. I actually bought them from friends and things like that so I could stock up and not be out of it. So some mascaras I have here. I have three I used entirely, and one that ended up just expiring. This is the Big Ego from Tarte. This one did expire and I am decluttering it. There is some left. It's not a ton. You can tell it's starting to dry out. This brush literally feels like an SOS pad on my eyes. It's horrible. I can't stand it. I will never repurchase this. The BFF Colourpop mascara I've talked about before. This is in the shade Sky High, which is like a sky blue. These look fantastic under the eye. I think the really fairish shades would actually go better with a deeper skin tone because they don't even show up on mine. But the more brighter shades I actually can use. Like the blue one is just stunning. I mean, literally just stunning. And then the Revlon Volume Length Magnifying. I think this look works fantastic. If I caught this on sale, I definitely would pick it up. I need another mascara, like I need a hole in my head. But that one works really well. Then I have the Duce Punk Volumizer Mascara. I've actually used, I think, 3 or 4 of these samples plus a full size. They are just fantastic. And then I have 2 primers, the same one. I have a sample size and a trial size. This one came like in a gift pack around the holidays that had all the Farsali ones in it, and then this one is a travel size. I actually finished both of those, and I do have a full size of that now. And then a Total Temptation Maybelline Eyebrow. I actually finished this in its entirety this year. And then one that expired, and I'm kind of upset it expired, but I can't fix it now, is the Galactic Starlight Pink. The case does look like this, and it does look like this. I'm not sure if it's going to actually pick up on camera. I'll try to insert a close-up picture. This actually is bubbling, like getting bumps in it, and it's changed in consistency and scent. So obviously it's a cream product. It's not shocking it would bad. I believe I bought it about a year ago, so that's why. And then last one is a complete finish, and this is the the Body Shop Shea Butter Lip Balm. Does look like this. That is finished in its entirety. So that is my hair, skin, and makeup empties. I hope that if you like this video, you will like it, and click the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And make sure you check my other videos. I do have a contest coming up in one of my videos, so I hope that you will wait for that and enter that contest. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.